Hello everybody and welcome once again to Casual Gamer Oz. We're in our F1 2017 Career Mode Season 2, Race 18. We're in Mexico. Toro Rosso driver Ben Waterworth. My name is Ben Waterworth. We're going to go straight into one lap qualifying now. We've had our best qualifying here of 9th in Season 1 of F1 2016. Let's do this. Now, we've got a new rival and it's Romain Grosjean. So again, they're just recycling the same old rivals over and over again. I want Lance Stroll. Let me beat Lance Stroll. Anyway, and I do love dear old Emma when she comes up and is like, oh, bit of gossip going on. Everybody's talking about your new rival. In what world in Formula 1 do we have this system where everybody's talking about a rival? Do they get there and they turn around and go, oh, yes, definitely, Daniel Kvyat's rivalry with Romain Grosjean, everyone's talking about it. Like, you've got to suspend belief a little bit sometimes in this game because it's, it's realistic as it is on track. Off track, it's it's lacking a little bit, and I think they're kind of this whole live the driver thing. I mean, do you remember in F1 2010, F1 2011, that was their real selling point, was be the driver. You had the press conferences, your actual answers affected how people would react to you on track. It was great, and they really looked like they were going to develop that really well, and they just kind of steered away from that a little bit. And I think that as much as they're trying to do it in this again, they really should just, the off-screen graphics of the podium celebrations and when you retire and just little things like that, anyway, I'm having a whinge for whinge's sake. Should really focus on the track here right now because we're in the top 10. We're 7th at the moment. This has been a very tidy and good lap. And I think we're going to get 7th here, folks. 9th, maybe. I think we got 9th. We did. Well, we lost 2 positions towards the end there, but we'll still take 9th. It's a top 10. It's our first top 10 qualifying since Britain. So, yeah, and that is our equal highest ever qualifying here in Mexico. So, Hamilton on pole, which is not what we want, but Vettel is second, Raikkonen, Bottas, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Massa, Perez, myself, Grosjean, Hulkenberg, Ocon. So, at least get some ground there on Grosjean for our qualifying him. So, let's see how we go when it comes to race day, and we'll get into that just now. Okie dokie. So, surely, this might be the very first time I'm ever leading a rival here, folks. Highest ever finish in Mexico, 3rd in Season 1. For F1 2016, and I've never not finished in the points here in Mexico. But again, given how we've been driving of late, you wouldn't put it past me to not make sure that's a thing. So, let us see where we're going here. Get some good development points there. That's good. We need to get to, I think, 1200, and we're leading the rivalry! Yay! Yeah. Small things. And look at the reputation, by the way. Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull moved a little, everybody. So as much as now as I complain about not getting rewarded as much, look at our Renault reputation there. So right now, Renault and Haas could offer us a contract for next year, and I'm going to take a Renault one. Potentially. I should. I reckon I will. Anyway, let's get to the race. We need a good result here to really solidify some reputation, and we want to go ahead of Grosjean in the championship. We want to win a rivalry. We want to do better. We want to close out this season well. That's our goal here on Casual Gamer Oz. I've got Brazil and Abu Dhabi to conclude it, and generally do well in Brazil. So we'll see how we roll here in Mexico. We can avoid any little dramas in the first corner. It would be plentiful good. That makes no sense, but neither does the reason why you're watching this. We love you. All right, come on. All right. Oh, we're on the outside. Let's do this. Come on, Mexico. Arriba. Andale. I'm going to dive across here to the inside, but we've got a car there to the right-hand side, so I'm not going to get too racy. And it's our rival. Oh, we've got another car. Oh no, this is even worse. We're going to be in the middle section. Oh, I can feel someone behind me there. I got clipped, but we're just going to do it. It was Lance Stroll. Oh, just had to pull myself out of that because I could feel myself going to get spun around there by someone as I went into that. I was in an interesting move there. I tried to get the inside, but I had cars on the other side of me here. Now I've got a good run on some of these guys here. Whoa, when they go offline, that's going to make me fidget a little bit. Can I cross across there? Now, did I ever take anyone off track? I don't think I did. Oh, I've gone up into 4th place here. Well, that was a dive bomb risky move. I was very worried that all of a sudden they were going to come across there and say, you overtook somebody off circuit, because I felt I did, but I didn't. And I didn't even get a warning for cutting the circuit. So, whew, that was a close call there. Good start to the lap. And that's what I needed. And usually all my positions are made up at the beginning, and I'm not going to have the pace to catch these guys in front of me now. And we know what this track is like in terms of battling people down the main straight. It always comes down to me just letting them pass me and then taking them into turn 1. So we know from this point we're not going to have the pace to catch Bottas in front of us, but can we defend Verstappen? Hamilton leads. That's not good for what we want in the championship, but we've got a bit of a gap there between Verstappen and Ricciardo, so we're going to have the Red Bulls chasing me for the rest of this race. How's my fuel? Not going to be enough to put it onto rich mode for a while, if at all. So I would be thrilled with 4th. But we've got plenty of this race still to go and plenty of time for me to stuff this one up. But again, good news. We've gone through the first lap unscathed. We've got no damage, no penalties, and we're in 4th position. So, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed here. It's not going to help if I outbrake myself deep there, because our highest finish this season is 5th, is it not? I don't think we've... is that Britain we finished 5th? I'm not going to look at the thing, because as soon as I start looking at my notes in front of me, you know I'm going to end up going wide, crashing, or something will happen. So for the moment, that's not vital information. I'm pretty sure it's 5th. We definitely haven't been on the podium this season. But this would be, from memory, the highest finish of this season. But again, we're jumping ahead of ourselves. This is what we need for the reputation. We need to focus on finishing in this position. So many reasons why it's important to finish this high at this point of the season. Alright, Hamilton's still leading it. A quick little gander here at the notes. We're on the main straight. Britain, we were 5th. Yes, okay. That's our highest finish of the year. That's what we needed to know. I've clarified that. Alright, focus on the race. Focus on the race. They're not going to be close enough here to take me into turn 1, particularly when I cover the inside line. And we will maintain that. Generally, it seems that Mexico is good for the fact that unless they're up close enough for you there, and this is the other section, the 2 DRS zones are the ones where they're always closest to overtaking. Generally, they don't often take risks past you in other sections of the track. So that's what I like about Mexico. It's a very defendable circuit in terms of where you can actually put the car. So, you know, it's again interesting, as we know, with the game in terms of how easy it is fairly to defend, given that you just usually plant it offline slightly. And it'll be interesting, like, you know, in strict modes, if they were to kind of look at that a little bit more, like it would be in real life, like off the racing line, if you get punished for that. Oh, I'll tell you one thing, Verstappen's got a good run on me here. And he's got a very good run on me here. Very, very good run on me here. And what did I say before about the fact that they never challenge you outside of those 2 spots? Well, they're going to do it there. Now, I cut the corner. Oh, Verstappen, you little bastard! You little bastard! Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I don't want to damage the front wing. I've braked. Oh, no, 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 no! Fucking Max Verstappen! I'm going to be last. A penalty for get out of your butt! Oh, this is ridiculous. I jinxed myself by talking myself up too much with that. That is bullshit. How did I get a penalty for that? We've had about 5 cars go into the pits, and it's still not going to put me in. I need to be in 13th of this race. But with a penalty... Oh, you have got to be absolutely shitting me. I completely jinxed myself by saying that they don't attack unless those other 2 places. Oh, that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. And even in getting myself on the track, I nearly got myself there, but I twice hesitated with the braking because I didn't want to damage the front wing. I was very cautious there. But I somehow got a penalty for running into Magnussen. Oh, shut up, Jeff! I don't give a fuck who's on the Ultra Softs. I don't give a flying fuck what is happening. Alright? We're all on Ultra Softs. I'm gonna Ultra Soft your fucking head. Give me the fucking shits. Couldn't happen on the first lap or something, could it? So I can at least catch the guys in front. It had to happen on the the 3rd lap. So I'm going to have no chance of catching anyone in front of me. Shut up, Jeff. Was there debris on the track? I didn't pick up a puncture. Yes, we know it's the last lap. Tell you one thing though, with that incident, Ericsson's in 13th, so the Saubers are up high. Sauber and McLaren, of course, the only two that haven't scored points this season. I mean, if anything, I'd like to see maybe a Sauber. Sauber actually has not scored a point in F1 2017, and this is the second season I've done it with them, and they didn't score a point in the first season. So, yeah, McLaren at least scored a couple of points in that first season. But we're going to finish this race in 14th because we know for a fact that we've got a penalty, but we're further ahead of Raikkonen. That's Raikkonen has dropped down too, actually. So bad news for Ferrari. This is going to be a very good race for Mercedes in the constructors, at least. And I think Hamilton is still leading this Grand Prix. So, yeah, well, there you go. He just won the Grand Prix then. So this will be very good, and I think that means that Hamilton could very much have won this championship. Raikkonen will be out of it now. Raikkonen cannot win the championship, and if Vettel was involved in that little train, then Lewis Hamilton is world champion, which will mean the 4th consecutive time here on Casual Gamer Oz you have seen Lewis Hamilton win the world championship. And again, as I said, in real life, that would be 6 in a row if that was the case. Shut up, Jeff. I don't give a fuck about the guy behind me. It doesn't matter. We're going to cross the line and get 14th in a frustrating as fuck race. Piece of shit. Shut up and don't tell me you're gutted about it, Jeff. I'm going to be more gutted and I'm going to punch you in the gut in a minute, you stupid asshole. Stupid fucking Verstappen. I'm starting to like Verstappen in real life again, but he's just a little prick for that move. Yeah. Punch, yeah, good for you. Okay, so Vettel's still going to be in the shot with winning the championship. So I'm going to see what the hell happened here. First of all, we're going to take a look at my great start. See who was next to me there. It was Ocon. Of course it was Ocon who nearly connected me out of it. I got a warning for Stroll, which was a very light tap by the looks of things. Get a great start here. Oh, get very close to overtaking the Haas there off circuit. Now you're going to see me here make a bunch of moves up above here, which got me up into 4th. Look at this for a dive bomb overtake. If you don't mind, I was so off circuit there. Alright, so we're going to fast forward here, and we're going to go all the way into Dickhead Verstappen being a dickhead. And hopefully at least did he finish in the points? I didn't actually see. No, it must be the next lap there. Alright. We're going to see how this is going to play out. Again, sorry for fast forwarding here. Alright, so he goes around the outside of me here. Gets a run. He risks it. Ballsy. Gets me. I flick around here into the inside. Oh, I've cut the track there. And then he's just got nowhere to go. How does he think he's going to get away with that? He had nowhere to go. And there's carnage going on behind 2 there. Look at that. Bang. Nearly got there. And I've got nowhere to go. So I have to reverse on circuit. That's automatic disqualification in real life. And he drives into me. And I get the penalty for that. What a crock of shit. He got 5th, little prick. Hamilton, Vettel, Bottas, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Perez, Hockenberg. Verline points for Sauber and for McLaren. Look at that. Verline 8th, McLaren in 9th. Congratulations, guys. And Renault with a point as well. Well, I'm happy at least with that. So, it's 37 points now with 2 rounds to go. So, Vettel needs to, similar to what happened last year, wasn't it? He needs to really get a big finish coming into this last round. Raikkonen 3rd, Bottas, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Massa, Perez. So, we're going to need a miracle to... 9th is the best we're going to get by the looks of things. Constructors, look at that, Sauber and McLaren, yay! Renault with a rare point as well, and Ferrari get the gap closed onto them there. We're off to Brazil next. A disappointing start into this race. It looked like it was going to be so promising, but sadly it wasn't to be. Remember to like, subscribe and comment, and join us in Brazil as we continue this championship mode on Casual Gamer Oz. Good night.